for a role play. So my question is, are we interested for a quick role play? So what exactly is going to be? I'll tell you. Uske baad you can drop a yes in the chat box. So I'll brief you what the role play is going to be, and uske baad you can drop a yes. कुछ नहीं करना है आपको सिर्फ chat box में इस्तेमाल करना है like way you have been doing it. So what is going to happen is I'll show you six different options. All the respected professors, if my voice is reaching you in this role play, I will present you with six different options which hopefully will be connected with your life. आपके लाइफ से जुड़े होंगे ऐसे छह ऑप्शंस मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा and I will expect you to please do a ranking. After you look at those options, छह ऑप्शंस आपके सामने आएंगे. So आपको सिर्फ उसको रैंकिंग कराना है. So the question is on what basis? किस हिसाब से आप रैंकिंग कराएंगे? The option which is very important in your life, you have to place it at number one, followed by the next one, फॉलोड बाय द थर्ड. ऐसे करते हुए छह ऑप्शंस जो आपको दिखाई देंगे चैट बॉक्स में, आपको सिर्फ उसको लिखना है एक के बाद एक और सेंड करना है. सो दिस इज अ रोल प्ले. आई थिंक आई विल एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ यू. इफ यू हैव जस्ट 2 minutes, I think you can enjoy because we had been discussing a lot of things about life, about dreams, about success and failure, about memorable moments for the last part. So if you are interested, you can just आपको लगेगा कि these options are hopefully connected with everybody's life and life of our students also. So when you will be doing the mentoring, you can also try and do something similar with your students. So if my brief is clear to you, you can drop a quick yes in the chat box. I think everybody will be able to see my request in the chat box. So let's see. My question is, are we ready for a quick role play? अगर आप ready होंगे, you can drop a yes in the chat box, and I hope that will be visible to everybody. So I'm just putting it once again so that everybody can give a quick response. Yes, my request to everybody, are we interested for a quick role play? Once again, I brief you, there will be six different options which you are going to see on screen. And what I will expect is just to do a ranking of those six options. So let's move forward, and I think we will start off with with a simple question. Kindly just drop a yes or no. Those who are interested, I think yes, I can see Professor Dr. Shama is also saying yes. Thank you very much, Professor Shivanand. Thank you, Professor Ponappa. Everybody, Professor Rekha has given a yes. So I hope we will move forward, and as we move forward, we will enjoy this role playing also. So hopefully everybody has dropped a response. So I'll have a different request now. So otherwise the answers will get confused. So जिसको role playing में भाग लेना है, I think you can drop a yes, and I will expect all of you to look for the next request. Thank you, Professor Pavitra, for your response. I think Professor Krishna has also given, because I will show you the slide and then I will ask you another question. So this question का answer आप दीजिए. My question is, are we aware about अगर आपने इस term if you have heard about this term, you can write a yes. अगर आपने नहीं सुने होंगे, you can write a no. I hope everybody has answered regarding the role play part so that we can ask you the next question. My question is, are we aware about this term called Diksharam? अगर आपने Diksharam के बारे में सुने होंगे, you can write a yes. If you have not heard of it, nothing to worry. 2 minute के अंदर आपको पता चल जाएगा. So kindly just drop a quick yes, no. I think then we can help everybody with the concept. Nice to get a very fast response from Professor Ponappa, Professor Seema. Thank you, Professor Sunil. I can see Professor Somashri. Everybody is dropping a very prompt response. That's great. Jaldi dijiye so that we can move forward and connect with the concept of Diksharam. Professor Bipul, thank you very much for your response. Professor Manju P. Professor Aradhana had given a response. Professor Umesha, thank you. So चलिए देखते हैं कि है क्या, because some of you have said yes, you are familiar with it, and I hope you will agree that आप सभी शायद इसके साथ जुड़े होंगे in your respective institute and colleges or university. May not be aware about the exact term. So this is what we will try and see in the next couple of minutes. I'll expect Dr. Seema to confirm once if the slide is visible to her. Can you just check and confirm? Because this was the last one we saw before going for the break, the success will. I hope it is visible,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am. It's
Okay.
available.
Thank you so much. So let's move on to the concept of Diksharam. And when we talk about Diksharam, what exactly is it? Just like we all are part of the faculty induction program, which is known as Guru Dakshita, this is actually from UGC, which is the student induction program. So those who are part of it, I think hopefully you are aware about it, but those who are yet to try and get involved with it in your respective colleges, institute, universities, aaj nahi to kal, you all are going to be associated with it. So what exactly is it, and what is the role that you and me as academician we need to perform in this regard? That is going to be the talking point. So Diksha Aramb is actually the official student induction program from UGC, and hopefully every institute in the higher education sector of our country somehow we will try and make use of it. There are four broad purposes of Diksharam, and I think when a student is coming for the first time for higher education, so the first and foremost thing that I think as a mentor, as academician, or maybe collectively as an institute or maybe a college, we need to try and help new students to adjust and feel comfortable in the new environment. Those students can come from different kind of geographic context, they can come from different socio-economic background, they can come with different kind of learning potential and abilities. So as a mentor, as an academician, सबसे पहले we have to try and make those students adjust and feel comfortable in the new environment, because as we have seen today in the session, they are here not just for a course, not just for getting maybe a degree, but I think it will be the dream of them, their family members, and all. And in that journey, I think there might be a lot of challenges which they might encounter. So the first objective is to do this. The second one, as I have pointed out today, that I represent St.Xavier's College, and we are a Jesuit institute which was founded way back in 1860. So I believe you are also part of different reputed organization, institute, colleges, universities, and it will have its own ethos and culture. So that is what we would love to inculcate in our students, so that they get the right kind of messages from their journey of this higher education. Point number three, अगर आप देखेंगे, we have to help them build bonds, not only with other students but also with faculty members. I am confident that there are a lot of students who might have completed their courses long back, but still they are in touch with you. They treat you with a lot of respect and keep you in high regards. Your students might have completed the courses long back. They might have already settled down in life in different parts of the country, or even some of them might have gone abroad. And some of the professors who are a little senior, I think hopefully there are a lot of students like them you will still remember, who are in touch with you. So that is the kind of bonding we are actually supposed to develop with our students, not just during the classroom interaction, but beyond. And I think many of you will agree that yes, we have so many such students, and that gives us a lot of satisfaction, I think, when we are connecting with them. Now, coming to the next one, which is the most important one, expose the students to a sense of larger purpose and self exploration. As I said, it's a journey of life. And why not we give them the opportunity to have little bit of self exploration? So वही हम आप सभी से request करेंगे. The role playing is based on this point, which is number 4. So why not we do that self exploration today as faculty members, as professors? So here comes the role playing, and I hope everybody who have said yes, if somebody has missed out on writing a yes, you can still participate in the role playing. So पहले आप देखिए ठीक से, and when you answer this question, there is a condition apply. I request you once again, आपके सामने स्क्रीन पे 6 options दिखाई देंगे. You are going to see 6 different options, and those options might be connected with everybody's life. So what I'll expect all the respected professor to do is to please do a ranking of those 6 options. How you're going to do the ranking? The one which is the most important in your life at this moment, you have to place it at number 1, followed by the next important option, उसके बाद third option, उसके बाद fourth, ऐसे करते हुए all the 6 options you have to write one by one, and then please with your department's name mention it and send it in the chat box. So that is a kind of a role play we will do. I hope everybody is clear about it. अगर किसी को कुछ doubt है, you can ask me so that I can clarify it, because we are going to have the role play in next 2 minutes. I hope everybody is clear. Can you give me a raise of hands if it's clear to you? I am raising my hands from my side. So I think yes, Dr. Sama is giving a raise of hands. आप अपना डिवाइस में जो रिएक्शन बटन है उधर रेज करिए. Yes, Professor Akash Rao. Thank you, Professor Dr. Ashwini. Professor Rekha is there with us. Dr. Smita. Thank you. Rest of the professor Dr. Seema is also there with us. Thank you very much. आप अपना हाथ ऊपर करके एक बार कंफर्म कर दीजिए. सुनील सर is there. Professor Chaitra is also there with us. Professor, yes, Shanta Kumari ma'am is also there with us. Thank you, Professor Om Prakash. Dr. Manjutha is also there. So let's try and see those six options. But as I requested, don't forget to mention the department in bracket, and please send all the six options together. ऐसा नहीं कि आप सिर्फ सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट ऑप्शन लिख के भेज देंगे चैट बॉक्स में. हैव लिटिल बिट ऑफ टाइम. Take your time and write all the six options one by one, and then you send it. So my request is please do the ranking. And I'm also putting that request with your department's name. So in bracket, please mention the name of your department when you send your answer. So here comes the slide. Have a look at the slide. You'll have enough time, nothing to worry. आराम से देखिए. उसके बाद I think you can please try and do the ranking. So this is appearing before all of us. I hope Professor Seema ma'am, Dr. Sunil sir, आप सभी देख सकते हैं. So here comes the next slide, which is about role playing. Is it appearing, Sunil sir? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Self-exploration. Okay, thank you, thank you. So these are the six options for all the respected professors. आप आराम से देखिए. I will read out. Don't be in a hurry. आराम से take your time. You can try and check out for those options. I read out. If we go in a clockwise manner, one option is religion. The second option is profession. Third option, society. Fourth, friends. Fifth option is family. And sixth option, God. सो व्हाट आई एक्सपेक्ट यू टू डू इज आप देखिए. अगर आपको लगता है कि सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट आपका प्रोफेशन है, यू हैव टू राइट प्रोफेशन नंबर वन. उसके बाद अगर आपको लगता है कि यस गॉड इज गोइंग टू कम, यू राइट गॉड नंबर टू पे. एक साथ पूरा छह ऑप्शंस एक के बाद एक लिखिए, एंड देन यू सेंड इट विथ योर डिपार्टमेंट्स नेम in the chat box. Be little careful. Don't send only one option. I will expect you to write all the six options in the chat box based on their importance in your life. अगर आपको लगता है कि फैमिली सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, यू राइट फैमिली नंबर वन, फॉलोड बाय अगर आपको लगता है आपके प्रोफेशन है, यू राइट प्रोफेशन. सो whoever is having whatever priority list आप बना के along with the name of your department, please send it. I hope everybody is able to see the options. Professor Ram Prakash, I hope it's visible to you also. So please take your time. I read out all the six options once again. We have religion in a clockwise manner. We have profession. We have society. We have friends. We have family. We have God. मुझे उम्मीद है कि ज़रूर ये छह ऑप्शंस मोर और लेस होपफुली वी विल बी कनेक्टिंग विथ आवर लाइफ. So let's try and see how you are doing it. Professor Ahmed is also, I hope, doing the priority list. Professor Manju P. Sir is also there with us. Professor Prabha BC is also with us. Thank you very much. I hope everybody, Professor Ponappa is there. Professor Shambhavi is there. रमेश सर भी शायद अपना आंसर दे रहे चैट बॉक्स में. आराम से दीजिए. टेक योर टाइम, बट प्लीज मेंशन योर डिपार्टमेंट व्हेन यू आंसर. दैट विल बी नाइस. So everybody right now, I will expect you to kindly take your time and do the ranking and put it in the chat box. The way Professor Satish has shown it in the chat box, like that way you have to do along with your department's name. Thank you, Professor Satish. I think according to Professor Satish, family the top priority, and Professor Satish has mentioned the department's name also along with the answer. So, सबसे नीचे is religion for Professor Satish. After family comes friends, profession little down in the priority list. I think thank you very much for your answer. We have Professor Ranjana also keeping God the top priority, followed by family. Then comes a profession and the rest from Department of Commerce. We have Professor, yes, Department of Chemistry, Professor Ranjana. From Department of Botany, I think if you mention the option, that will be nice. Thank you, Dr. Basava Jayasuriya. I think Professor Smita, I have given Department of Commerce. सबसे important is a God. I think that's great, and followed by the rest. Seema ma'am from Department of Commerce had also mentioned the priority list in God, followed by family, and rest comes profession and the rest. From Department of Canada is Professor Rekha. उन्होंने family को number 1 पे रखा है, उसके बाद आता है friends and next comes profession and then the rest. Yes, Professor History Department, Professor Rajesh B. I think family is the top priority. So once we do this with our students during the course of mentoring, I think we'll get to try and figure out with what kind of a priority they have come for the higher education. Because when we address the classroom, whether it's of 100 student, less or more, whatever be the number in whatever be the discipline, so it's very, very important to connect with it, and then only we'll be able to make sense of it. Dr. Avaya has given from Department of Physical Education, got the number 1 priority followed by family and then comes the rest. Thank you. Professor Ponappa had also given from Commerce Department, got the top priority followed by profession, then comes religion, family and the rest. Professor Krishna had also given from Department of History, family the top priority. So अगर आप देखेंगे, as of now I haven't seen anybody giving friends the top priority. Correct me if I have missed out on that. Professor Ahmed is from Department of English, family the top priority for us, sir. Yes, all the answers are visible to me. Professor Shambhavi from Department of Commerce, given family the top priority, followed by profession. So when we do this with our students during the course of mentoring, I think we will be able to figure it out what kind of priorities in life they are having. With that, I think they have come for attending our sessions or maybe joined up our institute for the completion of their courses and all. Professor Ajay Kumara, thank you for giving the list. I think family the top priority. Similarly, we have Professor Shanta Kumari, family the top priority from Department of Mathematics. And ultimately religion at the bottom of the priority list. So I am really thankful to all of you for your responses, whatever you have given in the chat box. So इसी के साथ हम आगे बढ़ते हैं, and I think once again after looking at the next slide, we will have a few discussion coming our way. So here is the next slide, and once we look at the priority list, I think we will move on with the next thought process. So आराम से देखिए, and after that once again I will request you to just wait for my request in the chat box and give an answer. The slide says, falling in love is easy, staying in it requires work. So once again, what has a life shown you? I think from your experience of life, you can answer this question. Or if you are having no experience from your perception, you can also try and answer these questions. जो जिसको लगे आप उस हिसाब से इसका आंसर दे सकते हैं. So, but wait for my request to appear in the chat box, and I hope everybody will be able to answer this one. My question is for all of you. What has life taught you? तो आपको लगे देयर आर नो राइट और रॉन्ग आंसर, आप अपने हिसाब से लिख सकते हैं प्लीज. So if you want to agree, you can write yes. If you don't agree, you can write no. So let me see what exactly the respected professors have to offer. सबसे पहला response is coming from Professor Ahmed, who is saying 100%. Professor Harish is saying yes, उनका जो experience है from there. Professor Ponappa is saying definitely yes. Professor Shomasri is saying yes. Professor Omprakash is also saying true. So these are coming from your experiences of life, and I hope at this moment, if anybody who is having a little bit of convenience, you can kindly come forward if you have not got the opportunity to come forward and share a little bit about yourself and your interest in life. Because हर एक students जो आते होंगे, they will have this concept of love and how exactly is their thought process, whether they agree with it or may they have a difference of opinion. So इसके बारे में भी I think you can figure it out during the course of mentoring and all. And when I put up this slide, believe me, all the respected professors, I think we would love to hear from your experience. What has life shown you, or what exactly you have figured out from life? So Professor Dr. Avaya, so we haven't got a chance to hear you. If possible, if you want to unmute and share about your department and little bit your interest in life, you can unmute and share, please. Dr. Avaya Prakash sir is there with us. Welcome, sir. Little bit about your other interest in life apart from research, academics को छोड़ के.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Very good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Abhay Prakash from Physical Education Department, Horticulture University, working in Devi Vasur, Haveri, sir.
And what is your
Uh,
take on this falling in love, whether it's easy and then staying in it requires a little bit of work? What has life shown you?
Life is it's easy, sir, to accept everything is life, sir.
Yes, very true. And I think sir is sharing about it from Department of Physical Education. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for being there and taking part in the role play and also sharing your thoughts and all. So let's move forward. And when we talk about it, I can see a lot of professors who have said yes, in the likes of Professor Rajesh B had said yes. And I think Dr. Smita is having 90%. Dr. Smita, once again, welcome. I think you have also given 90%. Would you like to share from your experience how you have figured it out? Is it little challenging to stay in love? I
Uh,
think yes,
Hello.
please. Yeah,
Hello. Rather than challenging, I think I would like to put it across that sometimes falling in love is can also be hard, especially if you have emotional barriers and the past trauma, could be struggles, the trust issues. I don't know. With me, it was like that. So the phase in life, at one point of time, it was like a hold. So falling in love may not be 100%. So could be
absolutely.
90%. I don't know. This
Yes.
is me. This is what I
Absolutely, from your experience, ma'am, is sharing that. Thank you so much once again. I think
thank you.
what you have shared is coming from your experiences and all. So when we talk about it, I think you see the main important point is not just about any individual, or I'm not trying to probe into anybody's personal life, but the next slide will clarify it, what exactly I mean by this particular slide. So let's see the next slide. And once you see the next slide, I hope you will agree that yes, in which context I was trying to bring it up. So my question or maybe the request was when we talk about this particular slide which says falling in love is easy, it can be just falling in love with anything and everything, not necessarily a human being. And in that context, a student who is coming for a higher education, he or she might be very, very excited in the beginning of the course. They might fall with love with the course or the institute or maybe but suddenly with time I think staying in the course and maybe doing all the things whatever is expected from them in this journey of 3 years 4 years or even little less or more might be at times little challenging. When we are guiding PhD scholars, I think initially it might look very exciting to get the registration done and all, and after that staying in that process and ultimately completing the journey, as many of you have already shared that. So that might be a little bit requires a little bit of hard work, effort, and sustained and consistent effort. So that's why I think the next slide will clarify it, and hopefully आप सभी को परिचित होंगे इस thought process के साथ, which comes from none other than let's Steve Jobs, and this is what I think hopefully हम और आप अपने students को याद दिलाते रहते होंगे. He said the only way to do great work, I repeat, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. And मुझे उम्मीद है कि all the academicians, whoever is here right now at different point of their career, some of them are vastly experienced, some of them have just started maybe in the last 10 years, 5 years, whatever. So keeping those in mind, I think I have a question for all of you. So when we talk about this, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. I will expect an honest answer from all the respected professors. My question is, do we love what we do? As academician, जो काम आपको हमको करना पड़ता है, do we love every bit of it? Please give an honest answer. अगर आपको लगता है कि no, not all the way we love everything that we are expected to do, then you can write not always. अगर आपको लगता है कि हाँ भाई we enjoy every bit of it, the role that we perform as academician, you are most welcome to write yes. So please give an honest answer. Let's see what kind of answer we are getting for this question. Yes, I think my question was. Do we love what we do as academician? Professor Ponappa is saying 100%. Absolutely, we are in this noble profession. Professor Rekha is saying exactly. I think yes, we are looking at answers from Dr. Smitha, who is saying no. Maybe some reasons are there. Professor Harish is saying exactly. Thank you. Yes. Professor, I think Manjuta DR is saying a yes. Thank you, Professor. Pavitra once again is dropping a yes. Dr. Smita, not always. Matlab kuch to hoga. Certain things which not that exciting in that job also. Professor Aradhana is saying sometimes no. Would you like to elaborate a little bit, Professor Aradhana? You have said not always. You have not said sometimes. Kabhi kabhi acha. Shayad you are not liking what you are supposed to do. Is it possible to unmute and share a little bit what are the things that you don't hopefully enjoy or like much about the role? Professor Smita also same request. You have also said no, not always. These are honest and genuine answers. I think you can share about those if you are getting a little bit of convenience. Yes, boliye please, Professor Shomastri. Yes, yeah, please.
I'm Aradhana, Department of Commerce, affiliate, and my college is affiliated to Mandya University, Karnataka. Sometimes we don't like to do some works, but by force we do that. Therefore, I said
Yeah,
that it,
very true. Is it the administrative jobs responsibilities you are referring to? Teaching
no,
को
sir.
छोड़ के
Teaching, administration, sometimes family work.
Acha, okay, that also counts. Yes, very true. And balancing all that requires work-life balance. Thank you so much. I think Professor Aradhana for sharing. That's an honest answer. Sometimes we are doing some things which we don't really enjoy. Yes, I think Professor Shomastri is also saying something. It depends. We don't love everything. Yes, yes, Professor Prakash, very interesting answer. And I think अगर हो सके तो अगर आप unmute कर पाएंगे, it will be an honor to connect with you because your answer is very meaningful. Is Professor Prakash in a position to unmute? अगर आपको तकलीफ ना हो because I think wonderful take by Professor Prakash who said I am not a teacher by profession but by passion. And then
Sir, it's
that's it. Yeah, welcome,
good
sir.
morning, sir. It's sir. I'm
Namaste, sir.
assistant
बोलिए
professor in
please.
political. Namaste, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, basically I was a police, sir, and I changed my profession into a nursing officer. Parallel, I was teaching to the aspirants who are working for who are trying to get a government jobs. In that scenario, I was unconditionally I was teaching what they want. I don't want to teach what I know. Just I was teaching, just I was going what you want to understand, what you are not getting to understand. I will try to teach something. In that way, I was reading and teaching. I was reading and teaching. Being a staff nurse and police, I was not even. I tried to be a professor. Even I not dreamt to be a professor or something like a teacher. But I was very passionate to teach. I was going myself to the libraries and I was calling the student outside of the library and started teaching to them. This is how you can learn very easily, like this, like this, like that. But one day it was taken to me as assistant professor. Therefore, I was accepting myself that I love to teach. I don't even till now. I don't have any professional skills to teach as a teacher, but I love to teach. It is that's what. My love itself carried me to be a assistant professor here. It is a truth.
Excellent, sir. And I think that is a passion. I think we have discussed that. Nice to connect with you, sir. And I think that passion hopefully is still very much intact, and your students are hopefully enjoying that also. Thank you so much, Professor Prakash. And I think हर एक profession में we require passion, and with your diverse and vast experience, I hope you are making it little interesting for your students also. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, sir. Thank you for sharing your experience and. We would move on and hopefully connect with everybody as we move along. Thank you. That was Professor Prakash sharing the experience. So let's move forward. And when we talk about it, I think many a times many of the professors have said that we don't enjoy it 100%, but kabhi kabhi hota hai for some of us that we don't like certain things which we are asked to do or we are given to do. So thank you very much for being honest with that question. So let's move forward. And as we move forward, I think आपको लगेगा कि the next one will be another kind of a role play. And is role playing में I think each one of you will try and have another kind of a role play. The other one was a little bit of the ranking part of it. अभी जो होने वाला है, I think it will be a picture which will appear on screen. And I will expect all of you to kindly just try and connect with it. So let me try and I'll show you a picture on screen for this role play. आपको जो करना है, please try and hear me. I will expect all the respected professors, the participants, to watch the picture carefully. And उसके बाद I will drop a question in the chat box. So आपको जो करना है, you have to just answer a simple question. And once again, when you answer, bracket में जरूर अपना department दोबारा लिखिए. So please don't forget to write the department that you represent, because why am I asking you to do it? You will understand little later on. So in the next role play, I think hopefully I'll drop a request first. Are we ready for another quick role play? So इसमें क्या होगा? I have already briefed you. This time it will be a picture. एक picture में आपको एक dress दिखाई देगा. So what I'll expect you is to write the color or colors of the dress, whatever you're going to see in that picture. आपको सिर्फ colors का नाम लिखना है. And when you write that, please don't forget to write the name of your department along with your answer. So if you are interested, you can quickly drop a yes in the chat box. Let's see how many of the professors. एक बार ठीक से देख लीजिए. उसके बाद once you answer, then only you are mentioning the department. अभी नहीं. पहले आप देखिए, उसके बाद आप अपना आंसर दीजिए. My question will be you have to watch it carefully, and then you have to mention the color or colors of the dress. So just wait a little bit, and I'll request you watch out for the dress first, and then mention the color. जो कलर आपको दिखाई देगा, आप सिर्फ उस कलर का नाम लिखेंगे along with the name of your department within the bracket. दोनों एक साथ लिखना है. So watch out for the dress first, and उसके बाद आप आंसर दीजिए along with the name of your department. I hope it is visible, Professor Dr. Sunil. एक बार कंफर्म कर दीजिए अगर आपको दिख रहा है, सर. Are we seeing that life is a game?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so please play it and enjoy it. So a lot of professors who want to travel, who are having diverse interest, and maybe also into physical education, yoga and other things, hopefully everybody will enjoy it. So life is a game, so let's play it. I repeat once again, ठीक से देखिए, उसके बाद आप अपना आंसर दीजिए. चैट बॉक्स में जब आंसर देंगे, प्लीज डोंट हेजिटेट टू राइट योर डिपार्टमेंट्स का नाम ऑल्सो. हियर कम्स अ पिक्चर फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. यू हैव टू मेंशन द कलर और कलर्स ऑफ द ड्रेस. ठीक से देखिए, जिसको जो कलर दिखाई देता है आप लिखिए along with the name of your department. I am repeating, along with the name of your department. I hope Professor Sunil कलर दिख रहा है आपको ड्रेस का. So please
sir.
write down the color of the dress. जो भी कलर आपको दिखाई दे रहा है, please mention it in the chat box, all of you, and along with your department's name. Kindly mention the name of your department also along with your answers. The color or colors of the dress. Whoever is watching, whatever colors, you can please take your time. आराम से time लीजिए. उसके बाद आप लिखिए चैट बॉक्स में. Appearing, and let me see what kind of answers we are getting it in this particular role play. So here comes I think the responses from all the respected professors, and please be in a position to try and quickly mention your answer along with your department, whatever you have given in the chat box. Unmute करके अगर आप बोलेंगे तो it will be wonderful. So I'll ask request you one by one, because सबसे पहला one we are seeing from Department of Physical Education, I think Professor Shivanand. कौन सा कलर दिखाई दिया Professor Shivanand ड्रेस में? What are the colors you saw?
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Sir, this is, first of all, content is very good, sir.
Yeah, can you tell us the colors of the dress that
Colors?
you? Yeah,
Blue color, sir. Blue color.
wonderful. From Department of Physical Education, sir has seen blue. और कोई color दिखाई दिया along with blue, or just blue only?
Blue and white, sir.
Blue and white. Okay, the dress में आपको दिखाई दिया blue and white. Very good, sir. And I think thank you. आप रहिए. We will figure out from other professors also, and the other departments. So we are getting a professor from Department of Chemistry, Professor Dr. Shama. Is it possible to unmute and confirm what are the colors you saw, ma'am? Welcome, Professor Dr. Sharma. I think we can see your answers, but we need a confirmation from your side.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, yes, बोलिए
Sir,
please.
I saw white and that light brown or golden color, sir.
Excellent, but no question of blue, ma'am.
No, sir.
अच्छा, Dr. Shivanand saw blue. I think, thank you, आप रहिए. I think
Thank you, sir.
we have Professor Department of Commerce से Professor Sanjay Kumar. If possible, Professor Sanjay Kumar, can you confirm? Nice to have you from Department of Commerce. What are the colors you noticed in the dress? I think Professor
Good
Sanjay
afternoon.
Kumar. Yes, good afternoon, sir. Please tell us the colors.
Gold.
White and gold. You're confident you saw white and gold, sir?
Yes, sir. White and gold, sir.
But no question of any blue?
No, sir.
Acha, we have our respected professors from the same department from commerce is Professor Ponappa. But sir saw something different. Sir, can you unmute Professor Ponappa and
Yes, sir.
share?
Yes, sir.
Boliye,
It's
please.
a combination of black and blue, sir.
Both are from commerce department. Professor Sanjay Kumar is seeing white and gold, and Professor Ponappa is seeing something different. Sir, are you confident? I asked sir the same question. Professor Ponappa, black and blue?
Sir, maybe the perception is different.
ओके बट अगर बोलेंगे कोई आपको कि उसमें व्हाइट या गोल्डन दिखाई दिया विल यू एग्री जस्ट लाइक प्रोफेसर संजय कुमार सॉ
We need to see it from a different angle, sir.
you
Definitely.
need to see from a different angle. Very true.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nice of both of you. And I hope everybody is enjoying this. We have
Yeah,
another one
definitely.
from Professor Akash Rao JV, also from Commerce Department, who is
Yes,
yes,
namaste, sir.
yes, Namaste, sir. Good afternoon. So, what will
Good
be your
afternoon, sir.
answer? What will be your answer?
Black and blue, sir.
Confident, ekdam?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sanjay Kumar and me working at the same college, in same
Acha,
department, sir.
and that's why the answer also similar. But I
No,
think
sir, different, sir.
different. Oh, wonderful. Baad mein then you'll have a discussion. What exactly happened. Thank you so much,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
for your
Thank
answer.
you, sir. Thank
We
you.
move on to Department of Mathematics. Dr. Asini is there with us. Yes, Dr. Asini from Maths. Let's hear what's the answer.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, once again, good afternoon. Boliye, please.
Is sky blue color and little brown color, sir. Light
Okay.
brown strips.
Okay. From mathematics, we are hearing sky blue and little bit brown. Very true. And but no white.
No,
No
sir,
white,
no
ma'am.
whites.
Okay,
No.
thank you, thank you. From history department, Professor Krishna, you have an answer. What exactly is it?
Sir, blue and gray color, sir.
Okay. Professor Sherpa, I think sir is having an answer from Department of I think Commerce. Sir, what
Yes,
is
sir.
the answer, sir?
White and golden colors.
So there are mixed responses from Department of Commerce. Some of them are saying white, golden, some are saying blue, black. So you're confident, sir? What you saw is absolutely correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
कोई
From my
आपको
point of view, sir.
अच्छा so if somebody says otherwise not white and golden but blue black will you agree?
Then I have to see the different from the different angles.
You have to see from a different angle because
Yes,
if you
yes, sir.
see the chat box the answers are actually divided. Professor of Physics, I think we will take that answer from Professor Pavitra from Department of Physics. Thank you, Professor. Physics say Professor Pavitra. What exactly the
Yes.
colors?
White and golden colors.
But looking at the reaction, some of your, I think, fellow participants, they are seeing blue and black also. Are you surprised?
Uh,
I think when we look at the answers we have from Department of English, Professor Shomasri also writing blue and black. For a change, we have pink and white also from Department of Sociology. Can you confirm, Dr. KS, from Department of Sociology?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you saw a hint of pink also, along with white?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and no question of blue, no black.
I don't like, sir.
No, okay, fine. So I think you see when we actually take a session and when we have students, we might be sharing the same content from the syllabus, but not everybody hopefully will try and connect the way we expect them to connect. So when I presented with this, picture. It was very harmful, very simple, but I never expected that professors are going to have this kind of a difference of answers and all. So, इसमें से if I request you, what could be the takeaway, if any? What could be the takeaway, if any? इसमें से क्या निकल के आ रहा है बाहर? Why is that? आपको क्या लगता है? There are no wrong answer, right answer. Just going
There
with
are
what
different
exactly with.
there are
Yes,
different
please.
perspectives.
There are different perspectives. Very true. If you could kindly unmute and share, or you can write it in the chat box also. My request is, what could be the takeaway, if any? So, आपको जो लगे आप लिख सकते हैं. Why is that somebody is saying pink, somebody is saying white, somebody is saying blue, black, or maybe some other colors? So, can you just mention it in the chat box? जो आपको लगता है. So, there is no right or wrong answer, and I think when we have participants in FIP from different discipline, from different parts of the country, I think this is the best platform where we can try and nurture all those. Yes, Professor Ponappa is saying perception of individual. Very true. I think perception, Professor Om Prakash is saying differs from person to person. Absolutely. I think Professor Rekha is talking about, yes, creation as vision also. Yes, very true. People say different thing from their life experiences. Professor Seema is sharing that part. Nice. I think everybody differs in their own perspectives. Depends on individual's perception. Professor Shambhavi, thank you. So जो जिसको लगे आप लिख सकते हैं chat box में, and after that I think we will move on to the next part. And it was so nice of you that all of you came forward and you took part. And ultimately my request is the next one. देते रहिए आप chat box में जो जिसको लगे, please, because as I said there is no wrong answer for this one. Professor Chetri is saying because of perception. Absolutely true.
So what is the exact color now?
What is the exact color? I'll show it once again, sir. Don't worry. I'll definitely share with you. So that don't worry that everybody is having a good eyesight. Don't have to go and check it after looking at this picture. So my question is, what are the roles expected from an आज के तारीख पे in 21st century? What are the roles expected from you and me? So अगर आप थोड़ा लिख सकते हैं, you can mention it in just points, don't have to elaborate anything. So what are the roles expected from an academician? So let me see, from your experience you can answer this. What kind of roles we are supposed to perform? कौन सा role आपको और हमको perform करना पड़ता है आज? So can you mention that in the chat box? If you want, you can unmute and share also. So I'll wait for your responses. As academician, what kind of roles we are supposed to perform? क्या काम हमको करना पड़ता है? The fastest answer this time is Professor Shima. Very good. Facilitate students. बहुत ही बढ़िया. Very well answered. देते रहिए आप. Good facilitator, Professor Shambhavi. Absolutely true. I think there is no wrong answer. जो जिसको लगे आप दे सकते हैं. Points will do. Don't have to elaborate much. So आप chat box में please drop your answers. What are the roles expected? Professor Rekha is saying yes, 360-degree walk, एकदम पूरा circle के माफिक. Professor Kavya, nice to get a response. Thank you from Professor Kavya has said motivating our students. Professor Manjuta, absolutely wonderful as a leader. We have to perform the role of a leader also. Professor Ranjana is saying guide as well as facilitator, both. I think. Thank you very much, Professor Ranjana, for chipping in with your response. And please continue giving your messages in the chat box. And I think wonderful answers we are getting. Dr. Smitha is saying a lot of roles clubbed together, and all these are absolutely correct. Starting with the role of a teacher, mentor, and then also researchers, and also maybe a curriculum developer, and all. Very good. I think Professor Smitha, thank you, Dr. Smitha, for that. We have Professor Shiva Murthy is writing absolutely correct, a role model for our students. That is what I think Professor Shiva Murthy is talking about. Motivate to think and also in the right direction. Absolutely fine. I think excellent answer from Professor Om Prakash. Professor Shivanand is also talking about the importance of work is like a worship. Absolutely true. Professor Hertz is saying good facilitator. Dr. Avyaya is saying motivator and leader. So we all are absolutely coming and giving the answers from our own experiences of spending at least a few years, if not maybe a little longer in the academic world. Professor Shambhavi is also expecting us to be socially responsible. Absolutely true, because we are nurturing the young minds, and if we are ourselves socially responsible, hopefully that message will also reach them. Very well answered, Professor Shambhavi, for that. A good guide, motivator, and also a leader, Professor Manju P, had written about that. Absolutely wonderful answers. So slowly but steadily, we have come to a stage. I think all those answers are absolutely spot on. But from my side, I will also try and share all whatever you have written. अगर आप देखेंगे, I think it will be clubbed together under three important roles, and the takeaway happens to be the roles of an academician in 21st century. अगर आप देखेंगे, what all you have mentioned, those are absolutely spot on, एकदम correct है. But from my side, I will just present three important roles, and all those whatever you have mentioned, you'll see that these are somehow featuring under those three roles. So let's try and check out the roles of an academician, and I will request if Professor Krishna is in a position to unmute and confirm एक बार जे अगर slide sir को दिख रहा है. Kindly just check. We are about to talk about the roles of an academician. Is it visible to the participants? Can you tell
Yes,
me?
sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. The roles of an academician. So irrespective of our department, whether it's history, whether it's maybe chemistry, whether it's English, whether it's mathematics or physics or कोई भी commerce हो, कोई other subject हो, I think आज के तारीख पे in 21st century, we all are supposed to try and perform these three important roles. And it is coming from what all you have shared in the chat box. सबसे पहले देखिए, we all are supposed to be good with this, which is called interpersonal role. Interpersonal role means the way we are gelling with people, the way we are mixing with people. And I think as an academician, we have to connect with different kind of audiences, whether it's our students, whether it's our colleagues, our seniors, maybe the parents and guardians of our students, and maybe a lot of other stakeholders. So each one of you, I think whatever discussion today we had, I am going to give you 10 on 10. The way you have come forward, the way you have interacted, the way you have expressed yourself by unmuting or even in the chat box. अगर आप पूरा देखेंगे जब से शुरू हुआ है सेशन अभी तक, I think the chat box has been flooded with only your messages and all. And I think my role was more of a facilitator. मैंने सिर्फ आपको facilitate किया है इस सेशन में, जैसे आपने बताया कि role of a teacher is going to be a facilitator. The second one देखेंगे आप, you will agree that as an academician, आज के तारीख पे we need to be good with this, which is called the informational role. Starting from the beginning of the academic year, when the admission process starts, I think we deals with a lot of information. Once the admission gets over, we get into the classrooms environment. There also we have to prepare the lesson plan. We have to try and maybe set the question paper. If at all we are involved in also a little bit of moderation, and then comes I think doing little bit of evaluations, and uske baad I think once the results are published, there all every point we have to deal with information. Then comes I think the question of research, where it is needless to say that whatever be the discipline or maybe the topic of our research, we have to deal with lots and lots of information. And ultimately, when it comes to administrative responsibilities, whether we are talking about the NAC accreditation, whether we talk about ISO certification or NIF ranking and many other, I think हर जगह आप देखेंगे we have to deal with lots and lots of information. So that is another important role that we should try and perform. So we need to be good with information. And आज जो role play हमने किए हैं, if you have seen those two role play, if you have participated in the first one, I have given you 6 different options. And immediately what you did, you actually process the information. Whether आपको अपना family सबसे ऊपर रखना है, whether भगवान या God या अल्लाह को ऊपर रखना है, or maybe you're going to keep your profession at the top of the priority list. In that first role playing, you did that. In the second role play, I asked you, requested you to tell me the color or colors of the dress. So on looking at the picture, immediately you have processed information. So you have actually experienced those roles today in the session by taking part in role play. And third one, I think after we process the information, we are expected to come up with a decision. And I think each one of you, you have given a decision, and that is very much present in the chat box. Those who have done the ranking, I think you have done a decision जब भाई फैमिली को सबसे ऊपर रखना है, या मे बी फ्रेंड्स को, या मे बी अपना प्रोफेशन को, या मे बी गॉड को. And the next one, you have given a decision whether the colors of the dress happens to be blue, whether it happens to be black, whether it is white, whether it's golden, whether it's a pink or gray or some other colors. Matlab, every professor who saw the role playing or you participated in it, you have given a decision. So मुझे उम्मीद है कि अगर आप देखेंगे all the roles of an academician जो आपको परफॉर्म करना पड़ता है, हमको परफॉर्म करना पड़ता है, it can be clubbed under these three roles. एंड मुझे उम्मीद है कि इफ़ यू आर विथ मी राइट नाउ एट दिस मोमेंट, आपको लगेगा कि हाँ भाई, ये तीनों रोल तो हर किसी को परफॉर्म करना पड़ता है. माई रिक्वेस्ट इज, आर वी क्लियर अबाउट द roles expected from us as academician, जो roles आप और हमसे उम्मीद रखा जाता है. I think we hopefully we have seen the last slide and we have connected with it. So kindly drop a yes if you agree with the roles that are expected to be confirmed from your side. If you agree that these are the three roles that you and me hopefully we need to perform. One is the interpersonal role. You need to be good at communication, and the second one talks about your informational role, and we all are actually going to try and play with lots and lots of information. And the third one, we talk about decision making role. So you have taken a decision in spite of a lot of other commitment, both at the professional and personal level, to give time to this FIP in today's session. I am really thankful to each and everybody. As we are coming to the last maybe 5-10 minutes of the session, I am really honored to try and see the kind of overwhelming responses that you have given throughout the session. So that is also another decision that we need to share our experience in the session when I requested it in the morning. So I can see Professor Shivanand, I can see Professor Rekha, Professor Harish all dropping a quick yes. Dr. Abhaya, thank you, Professor Ponappa, for your response. I can see responses coming from yes, professors. Naveen had also said yes. Thank you so much for your responses, Professor Om Prakash, Professor Chetri. Now, all those names have become very familiar to me because of your active engagement and participation. So, slowly but steadily, I think we are moving ahead in this journey called life. And I think अगले 2 मिनट के अंदर what is this life skills all about that I thought I will experience with you today, not talk about it. So, this will be the last role play for the time being. And I think I will request you quickly for the last time. Are we interested for the last role play? So from there, if anybody is interested, I think you can drop a quick response. We have seen the ranking part of it. We have seen some pictures. अभी इस role play में क्या होगा? I think it will be something which everybody you can drop a yes in the chat box. Once I send it the message to everybody, you can kindly just yes, hopefully everybody will be able to see my message and you can drop a quick response. Are we interested for the last role play? अगर आप interested होंगे, you can please try and do that, and I hope it will be visible to all of you. So in this role play, what we will do, we will have to identify a famous sports personality. सो इट विल बी अ क्लू बेस्ड राउंड, जहां मैं आपको एक के बाद एक क्लू देता रहूंगा. आपको सिर्फ आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि हु दिस फेमस स्पोर्ट्स पर्सनालिटी, ये कौन होगा. सो इट्स अ हु एम आई राउंड काइंड ऑफ रोल प्ले वी आर गोइंग टू डू. सो इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड, आई थिंक you can please try and drop a quick response in the chat box. So I have put it once again. Are we interested for the last role play? Here I repeat once again. I'll give you clues one after the other. So what I will expect you is to please try and guess. After looking at the first clue, I will expect all the professors to try and drop a name in the chat box. After looking at the first clue, अगर आपको लगता है कि no, I am not able to figure out who he or she might be, please write pass. That is how we are going to proceed. I repeat once again. After every clue, I will expect you to either write a name or you have to drop a pass. And you can change your answer. ऐसा नहीं कि अगर एक बार आंसर दे देंगे, you will not be able to change. You can change your answer multiple times. So nothing to think about it. So you can change your answer and there will be at least 4-5 clues that are going to come your way. I hope everybody got the message. I repeat once again, this will be a clue-based round where we are supposed to identify a famous sports personality. And after looking at each clue, you have to write, suppose after looking at the first clue, you have to write number 1 in the chat box and write a name. अगर आपको किसी का नाम आता है, और नहीं तो you write 1 and pass. I'll present you the second clue. After looking at the second clue, again you have to write a name. If not, then you can write number 2 pass. ऐसे करते हुए आपको आगे बढ़ना है. I hope it's clear, Professor Ponappa. Is it clear to you how exactly the role playing is going to be?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Professor Shima, I hope it's clear. Professor Sherpa, everybody. If
Yes,
you have any
sir.
doubt, yeah, fine.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, thank you. But please देते रहिए, ऐसा नहीं कि आप लास्ट तक वेट करते रहेंगे, because you can change your answer as I said. अगर आपको पहला क्लू में किसी का नाम डाल दिया, उसके बाद अगर लगता है कि थर्ड क्लू तक आप किसी का नाम बदल सकते हैं, so there is no point not giving it. So my question is for all of you, you have to identify who am I. So who is this famous पर्सनालिटी जिसके बारे में शायद सभी जानते होंगे. So let's try and play this game, which is called a little bit of who am I round, clue based round. So I'll give you the clue one after the other. आपको सिर्फ guess करना है. So life is a journey, you see, and why not we travel it together? This is the last role play that we are planning to do. So here comes the first clue. So हर एक clue के बाद आपको आंसर डालना है चैट बॉक्स में. Please don't unmute and answer. Just silently chat box में आप लिखते जाइए. So here comes the first clue and I'll wait for 10 seconds. उसके बाद आप देते रहिए. And mention the clue number also. अगर आप आंसर दे रहे हैं, so please write 1 and the name of the sports personality. If you are answering on the third clue, write 3 and then name of the sports personality. If you are not answering, then write 1 pass, 2 pass. ऐसे करते हुए पास करते जाइए. So let's try and participate. So here comes the clue for you, and I'll expect Professor Ponappa to confirm if the slide is visible, where we are seeing life is a game and a journey.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's look at the journey, and it's really a very inspiring journey which somebody actually traveled in this journey called life. So the first clue coming our way, and I've said what a journey. So please all of you get ready with the chat box. After looking at this clue, अगर आपको कोई भी नाम आता है आप लिखिए, नहीं तो write 1 pass. Sorry. So we are referring to someone who was a national level volleyball player. If you want to drop any name, write 1, write name. अगर आपको लगता है कि no, I will not be able to answer at this clue. So just write 1 and write pass. I'll wait for 10 seconds for all the professors to either answer or pass. So I hope everybody is playing the game, those who are right now in front of your device. So we move on to the second clue. Second clue may, I think we will give you another information. On 11th of April 2011, she was traveling from Lucknow to Delhi by train. So another piece of information comes our way. And it was almost 14 years back. On 11th of April 2011, she was traveling from Lucknow to Delhi by train. So if anybody want to take any name, you write 2 and write the name. If not, then you write 2 and pass. But please देते रहिए. In the chat box, I think we will be able to try and keep an eye on the chat box also. Very well played, all of you. I think आप देते रहिए, whoever is giving whatever answer. Point number 3. Suddenly, a tragic incident happened, and she was thrown out of train by robbers when she resisted them. As she was traveling by train and there were robbers, as she was trying to resist them, she was thrown out of train by robbers. So this was clue number 3 for all of you. And I hope many of you who are answering, please continue answering in the chat box, either with a pass or you can drop any name, whichever comes to your mind. We go to clue number 4. And because of this accident, this tragic incident, what happened, you see? Her leg was amputated below the knee and there were 2 rods inserted in the other leg. For a moment, just connect with what has been the flow of the session. We started off today with dream. So here was someone who was dreaming it big to play volleyball for the country, and suddenly, because of no fault of hers, her dream got shattered. Our students come with their dream, and suddenly they often come and complain about a lot of upsets in life. And also touch wood, अगर किसी के साथ हो ऐसा ना हो, फिर भी what you could have dreamt of in this situation when your dreams got shattered, and suddenly what kind of a personality, and look at the attitude. She was determined to achieve something in life in spite of what actually happened. This young sports person was determined to achieve something in life. So this happens to be clue number 5. So by now, I think if you are figuring it out, a lot of professors, मुझे पता है कि you have already answered that in the chat box very well. But else you can write 5 and pass. Now, what was that dream she set for herself once again after that tragic incident? And I hope many of you will remember about this. She decided to climb Mount Everest. And I hope you can understand a national level volleyball player in her prime met with an accident and eventually her dream got shattered. But still, look at the personality, look at the journey, look at the attitude and motivation, everything. She dreamt of climbing Mount Everest. We asked ourselves, how is the road to success? Was it easy? Is this going to be very easy? No. It took her 50 days, 52 days of tough climbing. And on 21st of May 2013, she became the first female amputee to climb Mount Everest. And by now, everybody, I hope you have figured out who are we referring to. And she happens to be an inspiration for one and all. And because of this wonderful achievement of hers, she was awarded with Padma Shri in 2015. We are talking about none other than the one and only Arunima Sinha ji, and I think she is an inspiration for one and all. And I hope I will definitely give a raise of hands and appreciate for this wonderful achievement because she had been an inspiration for many of us. And I hope we can expect you to do the same when we look at this wonderful moment. She was receiving the award from the then Honorable President, let's see, Pranab Mukherjee in 2015 when she was presented with the Padma Shri. So this is one journey. I think hopefully many of you, as I know, already have mentioned in the chat box, you have figured it out. But I think when we are meeting our students, I think reaction to mere taraf se, I think I can appreciate. I can request you to do the same for Arunima Sinha ji and also maybe for some of our respected professors who all have got it. And I think Professor Manju. Natha had also got it, Professor. I think yes, absolutely spot on. Professor Rekha had also got the name correct. Professor Om Prakash, thank you very much for getting it. I think Professor Akash Rao JV had got it on clue number 3. Professor Rekha had already figured out in clue number 3. Professor Manju Peace had also got it. Thank you, Professor Sunil. Everybody, I think Professor Om Prakash. So when we talk about it, hopefully, I think we might be telling our students during the course of mentoring about Arunima Sinhaji and maybe the achievement and the kind of personality and the journey that she actually went through in life. So with this, I think we are coming to the last part of our session, and I will share the life skill part because I thought we will experience it rather than talking about it. And hopefully you'll be able to see that on screen. I'll request Professor Seema once again to confirm. Are we seeing the slide on life skills, the 3 dimensions which are coming in front of us?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so there are 3 dimensions of life skills, and आज का जो session है, it was about life skills. The first one talks about thinking skill, and you see, what UGC is expecting from you and me is to give our students the opportunity for a little bit of critical thinking as well as problem solving and decision making opportunity. So in this today's session, I gave you at least 3 different role playing to try and solve some problem, whether it was doing the ranking in terms of your priority, whether it was identifying the color of the dress, or maybe now identifying this famous sports personality. So these were all about problem solving and a little bit of decision making. The second one talks about social skill. And as I have given you 10 on 10, each one of you have excellent communication. I think the way you have put the messages in the chat box, the way you have unmuted yourself, came forward at different point of time, shared your experience, memorable moments, everything. So you get 10 on 10 from my side. And the last part, not the list, why we should talk about emotion, stress, and work-life balance. I think what better than Arunima Sinha, where we saw how her dream got shattered and she had the courage, the guts to try and set another dream, and not just set it, but also translate that into reality. And that's why we said that what Dr. Kalam had said, I quote, dreams is not what we see in sleep, something which doesn't let us sleep. And I think that was a case study of Arunima Sinha ji, where we saw that how she managed emotion and eventually dealt with stress and all. So on that note, I think hopefully I'll take up one more slide and then open it up for a quick round of interactions because we have come to more or less the last part of the session, and मुझे बोलने में कोई तकलीफ नहीं है कि I had a wonderful kind of a session with all of you where I got wholehearted cooperation from all of you, and I will just wrap up by saying this last slide with a thank you note from my side. So here comes the next one, and शायद आपको इसके बारे में जानकारी है. So let's check the last one. And when we look at the last slide, I think we might be telling our students about this. You see, हर एक a successful person के पीछे hopefully there might be some kind of a painful story, and every painful story hopefully will have a successful kind of an ending. So why not we accept the pain and get ready for success? And I will always remind my students that quitters never win, and if they want to win they can never think of quitting. So on that note, I think I will just try and say that jitne bhi dark ho, I think end of the tunnel there is always some kind of a ray of hope, silver lining. So when it's dark enough, we can see the stars. And as you rightly pointed out, yesterday has gone, tomorrow we don't know what is going to happen, so what we are having is today, so enjoy life today. So thank you very much, all the respected professors, for your active engagement, participation. And end of the day, I think our students are going to be the creator of their own destiny, and they will all hold the success key in their hands, and we are going to be there as maybe mentors, as a little bit of facilitator, guide, and whatever, as a friend also. So on that note, I would like to thank everybody wholeheartedly for your active participation, and over to all the participants for your quick observation, comments, if at all any questions or criticism. So over to you. Thank you so much, and I think it was an honor to try and spend this morning session with all the respected professors from all over the country. And this would not have happened without respected coordinators, sir, and maybe directors, ma'ams, a little bit of opportunity provided to me. Yes,